And that'll be first down and 10. And Rodney Peete will continue at quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles.
And we were talking to Rodney this summer, and he was talking about Fred Barnett, the wide receiver for the Eagles, who played well in the first half, and said, you know, he was a lot better than I ever thought he was. He said, you know, I played with some pretty good players, obviously Mike Irvin and in Dallas and Herman Moore in Detroit. He said, Fred Barnett is as good as anybody.
Barnett in the first half with 3 catches for 45 yards. First and 10 at the Eagles 29. Rodney Peete in the first half, 3 for 7 for 51 yards. Here's the toss left. Ricky Waters, who had that almost indescribable week in Philadelphia, the center of the maelstrom. And Waters now with 9 carries for 42 yards.
And again, that even though the quarterback situation will be the story this week in Philadelphia, his story, Ricky Waters' story, will not evaporate, will not disappear until, you know, he does something probably heroic for this team. Comes back from an injury, plays hard, gets a couple of tough yards, scores a winning touchdown.
Ray Rhodes, chatting with us last night, said there are things he did that will linger. And particularly in a city like Philadelphia. Here's Ricky Waters. That's his best run in an Eagle uniform.
Boy, he was trying to set up Fred Barnett, and Fred Barnett was kind of waving at him, say, follow me. Because if Fred Barnett actually makes that last block, Ricky Waters has a chance of going even further than he did, a 28-yard run that time. This is what you call a very large hole in the NFL. They generally are not this large. Anton Davis does his job. Tight end Ed West kicks down or knocks down. Terrific hole on the right. Watch Barnett. He's going to wave at him and saying, follow me. There, he's saying, go that way. He's pointed, saying, cut back inside. He was saying, cut back inside to Ricky.
Last week, he averaged 2.2 yards per carry. Today, 7.2 yards per carry. He's got 72 yards. Garner's in. Garner comes left. Got a little bit of assistance from an official. And Charlie Garner out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Calvin Williams helped lead the way.
Yeah, it was the back judge. Oh, I think it was a back judge or maybe the line judge there. They got in the way there, but Calvin Williams, and the play before was Fred Barnett. This time it's Calvin Williams. And think about Charlie Garner. He does not take many steps to get started and go in full speed. And that is a good vision run. See him stop and then start. And Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith do those kind of things. And then it's the wide receiver. I tell you, Aeneas Williams, number 35, just does a good job of staying alive until the help arrives.
Garner with a 28-yard run, back-to-back runs of 56-yard, more big plays given up by the Cardinal defense. Here's Garner, breaks through and surges to the 1.
He is a tough, determined runner, Charlie Garner. I mean, he can make you miss, as he did on the prior play, and then when it calls just for a tough tackle-to-tackle run, he'll give you that as well. Good offensive line blocking. Good block by McCrary, number 41. And then he just carries a Cardinal defender an extra 4 yards. And Garner only goes 187 pounds.
Last week, this Cardinal team gave up 259 yards rushing. Tonight, 121.
Cardinals need a turnover badly.
First and goal, they lead it by 7. And now they've increased the lead as Garner gets the touchdown.
And their first offensive touchdown of 1995. Ray Rhodes said when you want to get the ball to him 10 to 15 times, he said you never know what you're going to get. He is an unpredictable runner, but good things seem to happen to Charlie Garner when we give him the ball.
It was Charlie Garner who had a key role in Philadelphia's shocking win a year ago, 40-8, on the road at San Francisco when things seemed bright for the Eagles.
Yeah, over 100 yards against the Ray Rhodes defense.
Ray Rhodes said then, I knew I'd love to coach him someday. Gary Anderson's extra point is good. Charlie Garner on the ground gets the first offensive touchdown of 1995 for an Eagle team that now leads it by 14.
This telecast is presented by authority of the National Football League, and it is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the Arizona Cardinals and the National Football League is prohibited.
We're in the Valley of the Sun, and the sun is setting right now, providing us with a beautiful picture here at Sun Devil Stadium. 17-3, Philadelphia leads Arizona. On second down, Mike Buck with play action gets a good block on Gavea. Fires it deep, and it's caught by Larry Centers. And Larry Centers has a first down, Arizona at the 31.
Well, Larry Centers is a gifted receiver. 77 catches a year ago, had 5 last week. He's the man in motion, number 37. Just left a little bit early. Just a simple little pattern. As Buck kind of throws it in between defenders, it's a good throw by Buck. And then he makes something. It avoids the fumble, too. Romanowski was trying to strip him. Did a good job of hanging on.
And he got a terrific block from Garrison Hurst on Gavea to give him time to throw the ball. First and 10 after the 23-yard gain. Blitz. They hand it off to Garrison Hurst, and he almost broke it.
That's a good inside run. I mean, against a blitz, if you can get past that first wave, you have a chance of a big play. But the thing about Garrison Hurst, he's not trying to make every run an 80-yard run. I mean, when it's 3 or 4 yards, he takes the 3 or 4 yards, and he gets a couple extra on his own. And a disciplined run there by Garrison Hurst.
Ronnie Dixon comes in defensively now as Ray Rhodes continues to rotate his limited number of defensive linemen. 17-3 with 7:20 to go, third quarter. Frank Sanders in motion. They hand it on the cutback play. Garrison Hurst started left, came back to the right, and it'll be third down and about 4. Michael Zordich, an erstwhile Cardinal, made the stop.
The Cardinals have a real nice drive going here, Vern, but man, I'll tell you, it is tough in the National Football League to be methodical and drive the ball 80 yards. See what happens. You start inside your own 20. The chances of scoring, only 19%. And, they started this drive on their own 17-yard line. So that's why it's a game today, I think, of big plays and turnovers. You have to play on a short field.
They're 4 of 9 on third downs. They've got a 3rd and 5 here. Centers the motion man. 4-man rush. Almost picked off again. Knocked down by William Thomas, whose 37-yard touchdown with an interception was the first score of the day.
The Eagle linebackers in pass coverage today have been very, very good. William Thomas scores. Bill Romanowski has an interception. Kurt Gavea always plays the pass well. Some very good play by Emmett Thomas's linebackers.
Greg Davis has authored one. This will be from 45 yards away. Jeff Beagles will hold. Perfect. So the Cardinals get something, but there is a flag down, so hold everything and see if the field goal stands. Whoa, they may take points off the board.
I don't think you do.
No?
So the way their team has struggled, he's sending his offense on, or he's certainly thinking about it.
He may take points off the board.
Well, the old conventional wisdom is you never take them off the board.
Number 51 on the defense. We got a pull and shoot. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So erase the 3. William Thomas is guilty of the hold. And Mike Buck comes back on the field for Buddy Ryan's Arizona Cardinals. That's one of the dominant themes. Here's Ray Rhodes getting an explanation. Which I don't think he found gratifying. First down, 17-3 still. Garrison Hurst comes right, jammed up. Duval Love.
Let's go back and look at that penalty of William Thomas. Now, William Thomas is the 3rd guy in from the top. He is the guy right here. Okay, 3rd guy in. Now, they said that he was actually holding and holding the man so another player could block the field goal attempt. I don't see it there. I mean, he just kind of hits him. In 51, he engages him and backs off. That did not look like a penalty on William Thomas to me. Nonetheless, they took the points off the board, and now they're facing 2nd and 10. Or maybe 11.
Make it 12.
Okay, I'll buy that.
Okay. Math is my specialty, as I know you're concerned. by Sanders at the 13-yard line. Frank Sanders, the 6'1", 202-pound rookie from Auburn.
You got 6'1" Frank Sanders on one side, Rob Moore at 6'3" the other side. And the one thing the Cardinals have done tonight well is run hook routes on Derek Fraser. And that is the 4th hook route that has been caught in front of Derek Fraser. I was going to say, remember the last 3rd down and short, they thought they were going to run, they threw the ball to Larry Centers for a 1st down.
Now this time they've got Centers to the left, Garrison Hurst directly behind Buck. 3rd and 1. Hurst. Close.
No, I think he got it.
Got it?
I think so. Yeah, right now they don't need 20-yard runs. They need tough 2-, 3-, 4-yard runs from Garrison Hurst, and he picks up the 1st down right there. And here's where your offensive linemen have to win their battles too, Vern. You know, Ernest Dye against Mike Mamula, we talked about that. Ed Cunningham, Duval Love, Redmond and Tharp. All those guys have to win the individual battles.
Mike Buck on in relief of Dave Craig for the Eagles. Rodney Peters playing in place of Randall Cunningham. Both starting quarterbacks yanked in this game. Here's Buck across the middle. That's caught by Garrison Hurst at the 7-yard line.
And Kurt Gouveia, you know, we talked about the play of the linebackers of the Eagles in the passing game. I mean, Kurt Gouveia has always played the pass well. In his 9th year, spent 8 years at Washington. They thought they were going to miss Byron Evans and still hasn't signed. But Kurt Gouveia has done a very nice job tonight in the passing game, as he always does.
Philadelphia leads at 17-3. It's 2nd down and 7.
And you like the height. You like to pick on Mark McMillan here if you can. The height differential on Mark McMillan.
Sanders right against McMillan in motion, followed by McMillan. Hurst caught and dropped.
I don't understand that one. You're down 17-3, Vern. You got to be throwing the ball in the end zone. I mean, it's down 17-3. Give Rob Moore a chance, or Frank Sanders, on a size, a physical mismatch. Number 93, the 3rd guy in, Daniel Stubbs, is going to make the play on Garrison Hurst.
Daniel Stubbs, a guy who was out of football last year after previous stints in San Francisco for a couple of years, Dallas for a year and a half, Cincinnati for 2.
Again, I still like the physical matchup with Sanders against McMillan.
3rd and 10. Play fake. They come right. Incomplete.
Another linebacker that time, Mark Woodard, making the play. The linebacker pass coverage for the Eagles has been sensational. They're intercepting balls, and they're covering guys when they're trying to throw the ball in the end zone. But I didn't really like that sequence of plays there by the Phoenix Cardinals, Vern, trying to get that ball into the end zone down 17-3. I really think you have to give Rob Moore a chance, a shot.
Buddy Ryan chose to take 3 points off the board. Now he hopes Greg Davis can put them back on. 29 yards. Got it. So it took a little while longer, but the Cardinals do get 3. They still trail by 11. Darkness has descended in Phoenix, Arizona, and in Tempe as far as that goes. Whew.
Yeah. Hey, they spelled both our names right. How about that?
How about that?
Mine's not so hard.
Mine just burned to the knee.
There you go.
It's the only thing about me that's silent.
You've used that before.
No, I haven't.
You have.
I really
Yes, you have.
Okay, here's the pick taken by Garner at the 7. Out to the 25-yard line. 2:21 to go in the 3rd quarter of play. From the desert, it's 17-6, and it's still warm. And this is a high-tech business. This is Greg Davis.
Well, you know, he took those pictures that all the quarterbacks are looking at, and then he stuffed it in his shoe. Now, I'm not sure whose shoe it was, to be perfectly honest, and is he hiding it from the quarterback or what?
The only thing I can figure out is that the shoe is too big.
Yeah, he just stuffed that thing in there. Took the thing right off the camera projector and looked at it, stuffed it in his shoe.
Adding to the legend of kickers.
Yeah. You wonder why.